Eric Williams here for Sahara Television. In this segment, we're going to look at the black arts, which goes not only across the Atlantic, but it goes around the world. Now, there are a lot of people who have used the black arts in many different ways to express themselves, whether it is in literature, whether it is in the lively arts of film, or whether or not it is especially, say, music, for example. And we have one guest here who can talk a bit about that. His name is Neal, and he's known here in New York City as an actor, a director, and as a jazz artist, as well as a poet. He's done a one-man show here in New York that ran for a number of years called Monk. Actually, a salute and a look at the work of the noted and important jazz pianist Thelonious Monk. Anyway, Monk or Neal joins us here in the studio. Good to see you, and you're still doing Banana Pudding. Talk about that, and welcome to Sahara Television.
I'm still doing Banana Pudding Jazz at the world-famous New Eureka Poets Cafe the first Saturday of every month. I've been doing it now. I'm going into the 11th year of producing this Banana Pudding Jazz evening that I've been doing. And it's been a wonderful thing. And when you talked about my one-man show, Monk, by Lawrence Holder, that's what started me. You know, I did this, I'm an actor, director, and Lawrence Holder came to me with a play that, well, we talked about this play, Monk, about Thelonious Monk. And I did this one-man show about Thelonious Monk, and it just turned me out to love jazz, to be a producer of jazz. I even became a jazz vocalist behind it, you know. So I owe it all to Mr. Thelonious Monk. God bless his soul.
Well, certainly a lot of the people in the jazz world have said that your performance in that particular program, that you in fact became Monk on stage. And I think at this point we will certainly take a look at a short clip from Neal's play, one-man show, Monk.
I'm a piano player. Play music, jazz. Aficionados dub me the high priest of bebop, baby. Jazz music. Music is mathematical, 4 beats to a measure, 32 bar tunes. 12, 16 bar blues, 3 sharps, 5 flats, that kind of thing. Yet, music isn't mathematical. Good music, that is. Good music is what fits your ear. Sometimes an 8-bar bridge is too long, so I shorten it. 5.5.
Okay, so that was Neal's performance in his one-man show, Monk. Now, of course, much has been said about the convergence of the Black American art, or America's classical music, called jazz, and also the answer back from many of the African musicians themselves. You were telling me a little while ago that you had a contact with and had worked with Fela, very well known to this audience. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, actually, we were talking, what led into it was a good friend of mine, Olugun, who was one of Fela's drummers, had opened up my seventh anniversary of Banana Pudding Jazz at the New Eureka Poets Cafe, and he did this wonderful African chant to the Orishas. But we met back in Nigeria back in '72 when I first ran into Fela at the African Shrine. And we became good friends, and I was able to just hang out with my brother, go to his home at the Calacuta Republic. We used to spend a couple of nights over there also, and just had a good time with Fela, you know. And ironically, he became this greater icon when they put him in a Broadway play that ran for a couple of years on Broadway, and then ran all around the country. The play went on, and then the play actually went to Lagos, Nigeria, and was performed. And you know, Fela, we go back. Actually, during that time, I was into fashion, and I recall one night that I brought a lot of my fashion clothing on tour with me, and fellas, ladies were modeling all the clothes, and the band was playing the music behind it.
That must have been a big rush, my friend.
Oh, it really was.
You know, I mean, as you would say, mob fantastic, I guess.
Yeah, mob-tastic.
Mob-tastic.
Wonderful word penned by the late, great Larry Leon Hamlin from the National Black Theater Festival.
Okay, now look, before you go and recite a bit of what you have there on that clipboard, tell me a little bit about banana pudding, because there's like like tens of thousands of people who don't know what the heck it is.
Well,
Talk
first
about
of
it a
all,
little bit,
tens
yeah.
of thousands of you, come on out to the New Eureka Poets Cafe tonight, Saturday night, March 1st, the first day of Women's History Month. I always have a theme, and this theme is called Lady. I'll be presenting all women performing jazz, musicians, vocalists, a wonderful poet by the name of Sister. She'll be doing a poem, and another sister by the name D.T. Uncover. She'll be doing a burlesque number, because the music at that time, you know, jazz had all those elements in it, you know, entertaining element. But my element that I put to jazz was banana pudding.
Why banana pudding?
I don't know. I like banana pudding. I used to every time I went to Harlem, I used to stop at this club, this store called Wimp's. It's no longer in existence. And every time I went to Harlem, I had to have some banana pudding. Wimp's closed, and then I started to make my own banana pudding. You know, but it goes back to my mother used to make the dish anyway. So, but I started making my own banana pudding. Then one night, I started my first jazz. I was Monday night jazz, and I said, let me do something special. Let me make some banana pudding. And I made that one banana pudding. People started to like it, and it's been a keepsake.
Fixture of your event ever since.
That's so true.
All right, well, listen, do me a favor and go ahead and read what you've written, if you will, because this is
No, I haven't written this. This is a poem. You know, Banana Pudding has so many aspects. The first part of it is the feature performers who perform, either vocalists or singers, and then we go into we go into the people get the complimentary banana pudding for that night, and then I have the audience write a poem. It's called the Banana Pudding Jazz Jam poem, which they all write, and this is a segment of one of the poems that was written a couple of years ago. Banana Pudding Jazz Jam poem. What a wonderful expression of total love. Taste the delicious banana pudding, the jazz and all the best from Eric Frazier and company. Ancient rhythms of Afro blue performed by Neal pay homage to our royal ancestors with Latin percussion too. Sometimes life can seem a bit sad, but with that pudding I just had, man, oh man, a brother's oh so glad. Music soothes the soul, New Eurekan is a spot of gold. Seeing Rome was coming home for this boy from Brooklyn, a talent-filled room, and we're only halfway through. Everyone is superb. It's a joy to be here. I don't think I could take more than one Banana Pudding Jazz Jam a month. There's so much to absorb: smooth pudding, smooth jazz, dancing, swaying, and enjoying good company. The New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Jam and jazz, family as one in today, one in eternity as sun. The music is relaxing and very enjoyable to listen to. You feel like dancing to the soft music. It feels like I'm in heaven.
All right, well, speaking of that, we're going to go to a little short clip of what a banana pudding event looks like.
Banana Pudding Jazz event. Just get
a little taste of that, actually.
A taste of the pudding.
All right, so we're going to go to that right now and back in just a few moments.
house on fire, and there ain't no water around. Yeah, get your house on fire, and there ain't no water around. Kick your trunk out the window, let the shack burn down. I felt so bad I wanted to lay my head down on a lonesome railroad track.
Thank you, and that was really great. That was really a good, nice little clip there.
Thank you.
You're involved in a lot of other projects. What's new? What's coming up for you?
Well, again, I continue to do the Banana Pudding Jazz. For information for what's new or what's going on with me, please go to my website.
I was about to ask you that. It is
www.romeneal.com.
And people can also find out about your performance and DVDs and all of that stuff regarding Monk. Are you still doing Monk?
I'm still doing. I just did it up in Rochester, New York. Had a fantastic performance, a marvetastic performance. It was my 14th year of performing Monk, Lawrence Holder's Monk, and I'm so blessed that God has given me the ability to perform a one-man show for 14 years.
That's really great.
And this African connection also was, I did Monk 2010 in Senegal, West Africa, at the World Black Arts and Cultural Festival. And I must tell you, it was amazing to be on the continent and performing Lawrence Holder's one-man show, Monk.
Well, now this goes all around the world, of course.
Yes.
And, certainly we'll have more of you back on here again in future programs. But thank you for coming in, Rome, and at least talking a little bit about One Banana Pudding, Monk, and all of the stuff that you are involved in. And thank you very much for the poem.
My brother, I thank you so very much for being here and passing the word out.
It's a pleasure. All right, well, that's so much for this segment right now. Rome Neal, an important and largely unknown artist in the black world. Eric Williams for Sahara Television, New York. More coming this way.